Hello, Adam Bazalgette here, founder of SW Golf Academy. Today, let's talk about trajectory, how you can control it for better outcomes. We're talking clubs with mid to a fair amount of loft hit off the fairway. And I think you'll find as this video goes along, you'll see why most people should flight the ball lower. So Adam Scott on the left, Jessica Corder on the right. Let's have a look here at Adam at address. Now watch him closely. There's impact. You can see the shaft leaning significantly more forward as he hits it and at an angle to his trail arm there. Now let's have a look at Jessica. And there's impact. In fact, just post-impact, the same sort of look. So that's what we're looking for. Let's flesh out a bit of why we want that. Then we'll get to our drills at the end. So you can see when I have this club against the clipboard with the shaft vertical, the leading front edge of the club is off the ground. That's because they've designed it with this type of an impact in mind, shaft forward. Amongst other things, that is going to help you hit the ball before you hit the ground. A couple of brief things to clear up terminology-wise, if you like, and then we'll move on to actually working on it. Dynamic loft is a term you'll hear. That means address is static. There's nothing moving. Static loft, they call it. Dynamic loft means at impact, in motion, how much loft are you actually delivering to the club at that point. And one other thing to bear in mind, even though the pros have their hands forward, you've seen that, the trajectory coming out may not be as high as some people. They have so much ball speed, the apex is pretty high. So if you hit your 9-iron on the same trajectory as Rory McIlroy, but he hits at 165 and you hit at 110, his is going to apex a lot higher than yours. Okay, so most golfers, they don't have enough shaft lean. Their loft is inconsistent through impact. That's one of the reasons their contact is inconsistent. Their distance control isn't very good because they're delivering different amounts of loft. So let's look slow motion. We'll give you a couple of checkpoints, then we'll get out here and really work on it. So when you film yourself, this is a couple of checkpoints for you to look at. You should see, as we've been talking about, the grip end get beyond the golf ball. That's the shaft lean. So the grip end is more by my front thigh. And shortly after impact, you should see the knuckles of the glove hand underneath that trail forearm. So we've talked briefly about how forward shaft lean helps you hit the ball before you hit the ground. Club most likely to reach the ground when it gets to vertical. In addition, it's far easier to apply pressure. When you can hit the ball with some angle between trail arm and club shaft, picture baseball or tennis, you will always apply pressure more effectively and efficiently than when you do that. So if you picture this, and then we'll do our drill here, if you had two players, one had a 6-iron's about 30 degrees, 7-iron's about 34 degrees. One had a 6-iron, hit it with the full 30 degrees of loft shaft vertical. The other more skilled player had his 34 degree 7-iron, de-lofted it to 30 degrees. So in other words, at impact, both have 30 degrees of loft. The guy or gal with the shaft lean would apply pressure much more efficiently, would most likely hit the ball higher on the face and hit the turf in front. He'd be a much better ball striker than the guy with the same amount of loft but the shaft vertical. Okay, here's a point for you then. We'll make our go at it. What we don't want you to try to do is just drag the grip end past the ball and drag your arms through there. We need some pop at the bottom of the swing. So if you don't have an impact bag, these are great. Ball up a towel or a pillow or something, or just imagine you have one. I'm going to put this a little bit ahead of where the ball would be. I want to apply some pop. I want some release, but I can still do it with a bit of this angle and a bit of that forward lean. Let's try that again. That's the kind of pop I want. Now let me get that out of the way. Let's hit a small shot. This is an 8-iron. Rehearse that. That's the idea there. Good bit of pop. And as we've said, when you start getting this kind of forward lean, there'll be a bit of a predisposition to aim the face to the right, so you need a little bit of that tilt. That's why you see those knuckles under more when we go through there. Let's try it again. It'll feel for it. That's the idea. That ball is really popping off there. Hey, solid contact is king. You may not get all the height you want if you don't have a lot of ball speed, but if you can master this trajectory, getting the proper impact look, work on it on a small scale, you will be a better ball striker. I hope this helps.